Welcome back, everyone, to Xenoblade Chronicles, and if you are not watching in the premiere, before we go any further, I recommend you stop watching this video, go watch the update. You'll see it, it's obvious. Go watch that first to catch yourself up. If you're in the premiere, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what I talked about in the update. Really quick, but I suggest you go watch the update afterwards because there's more information there. I'm going to be changing some things on the channel. I've been wrestling with the focus of my channel for a while, and something happened that kind of kicked me into gear, and I'm cutting ties with some games. Not this game. This is the one game that doesn't fit the focus of my channel that I'm keeping, simply because, A, if I stop doing the videos, it's going to take me longer to finish the game if I do ever finish it. I would think I would, because I do love this game. But I've seen it with other games where the video views weren't doing well, so I stopped playing the game, and then I never finished it. But I loved it. But I've got so many other games to play. It's one of those. It's the biggest first world problem ever. Let's be honest. So, anyways, because this is my most viewed series, I'm not dropping it, but I am changing it. So I wanted to go more in detail in this video about what's changing in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. To learn more about the channel changes and the story behind it, go watch the update. So, assuming you're either in the premiere or you've gone and watched the update, here's what's going on with this series. And I want your input. This is the other thing. I want your input, specifically in the comments. If you want to discuss it in the premiere chat, go for it. But I would love it to be in the comments to include everybody. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to switch to one video a week, which I think will be helpful specifically with the premiere because you can plan more easily around watching one video a week rather than two. It will be longer. I'm going to shoot for like hour-long videos after this one. I just realized I need to like jiggle the screen so it doesn't go black. So they're going to be like, I'm going to shoot for an hour-long video once a week. Now, here's the first thing I need your input on. What day and time works best for you? If at all possible, make your suggestions in Eastern Standard Time. That's where I am. If you're like me and you have a hard time converting time, either go do a Google search for, your time zone and the time to EST, or just put it in your time zone and someone else in the comments will convert it for you. But here's what I want to do. If you would write a comment talking about if you are interested in watching the premieres, what time is best for you to watch it? Leave a comment. If you support someone's suggested time, like the comment or respond to it saying, this time works great for me. I'm leaning toward keeping the Friday evening time slot. U.S. Eastern Time Friday evening. I know for some of you that's Saturday, like midday, but that's why I like that time slot. It's the weekend for everybody, and we could switch to Saturday too. Saturday might work well for a lot of people. It doesn't necessarily work well for me. I'm often busier I guess I'm not busier on Saturday nights than Friday nights, but I'm busier on Saturdays than Fridays. That's for sure. But anyways, so let me know that. Respond with that in the comments. So here's what else is going to happen with the game. And this was already something I was wrestling with. I love the side quests, but I feel myself I feel like I've been doing side quests for nothing but 6 or 7 episodes, which is fine, but I feel like I've barely touched the story of the game. And specifically at this point, and this may change in the future because maybe I'll get far enough into the game where more things are unlocked for me. I mean, look, I still have a part of the menu that's not even unlocked yet, right? And so my mind is like, there's so much more for me to do. There's so much more for me to get. There's more blades to get unlocked. And I don't like spending so much time not progressing when I'm still so early in the game. So especially for right now, but possibly and likely in the future as well, I'm going to be doing more side quests off camera. We're going to be doing less side quests on camera. I'm still going to be doing a lot of them. But here's what I need your help with. And this is for you to help me in future comment sections, okay? And we can do it today too if you want. I'm going to start having a list of things I'm going to do in each episode. And one of those things I'm going to do in each episode is go through all of the quests I currently have. And I want you guys to mention in the comments, this is one I'd like to see you do. This is one I'd like to see you do. And if someone suggests it and you agree with it, again, like their comment, respond to their comment saying, yes, this quest would be awesome to watch. And so, and the reason for suggesting a side quest, by the way, is if it's particularly funny or interesting, not necessarily if it teaches me some obscure bit of lore. Not that I'm not interested in the lore, but that's something I'm willing to chop out of the videos for the sake of moving the game along faster. Because to put it this isn't a truthful statement, but it's kind of a blunt way of saying it. I do want to get this game over with so that I can have all games on my channel that focus on the same thing, that all focus on the main objective of my channel. And again, this game doesn't do that. So saying I want to get it over with doesn't sound right, but there's not really a better way to put it, because I do want to play this and I do want to make these videos and I do want you guys interacting with me and helping me in playing the game. So we're going to have a segment where we go through all of our side quests. Actually, let's go ahead and do that now. While I'm talking about it, let's do that now. And I'll give you my thoughts on the quests. Star-Crossed Lovers is probably the one that I feel like maybe I should go do like now, like today, because all I have to do is find a Dawn Hydrangea. The problem is I don't really know where to go for that, right? Like if I knew exactly where to go to just go grab one and finish the quest, I would, and I could go look it up. But I figure if you guys want to tell me where I can find one, we'll resume that quest, later. But for a video, it's not going to be interesting to see me watching around Gormont looking for a plant. It's just not. And I know I've seen them before, but clearly I haven't seen them that much because I only have one of them. This one's an interesting one that I wanted to mention. One thing, and this is specifically, oh, by the way, Catalyst has a comment that he just wrote. I literally was about to start recording and he sent me a comment. And I'm going to read through the comment and respond to it because Catalyst, I have to say, this is your best comment yet. This is your most well thought out, well worded, most helpful comment yet. And I really appreciate it. Cause again, I'm going to say this, and it's not what I mean, but it's the only way to put it because you're going to know what I mean. You can tend to get your fanboy emotions in a tizzy, as my wife would say, and it comes through in your comments, and that's okay. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me, and I'd like to say that this comment, 0 of that came through. And I'm proud of you. It was a good comment, which is why I'm going to read through it on this video before we continue the story. If we continue the story, heck, I may ramble on enough that we don't do anything in this other than this stuff, which is fine because ultimately the goal of this episode is to communicate the future of the series to you. So anyways, this is the quest that requires it to not just be morning, but it requires the tide to be raised. Now, this is somewhere that I differ from Catalyst and probably a number of you. I only like to game the game, air quotes. I only like to game the game to a certain extent. A good example of this is there's a tactic in Faster Than Light where through pausing the game when a missile is being fired at you, there's a way to like more accurately shoot the missile down with your laser. It's not easy, but it's kind of a sneaky tactic. Because yes, while the game allows you to pause it, like pause on pause, pause on pause, pause on pause. You're like you're constantly you're gaming the game at that point. And to me, that's not fun. I want to win because of my tactics and strategy in that game, not my ability to manipulate the game. And that personality in me as a gamer comes out in RPGs very strongly. More specifically in more gritty games, more gritty RPGs like your Skyrims and your Fallouts and stuff like that. But even in fun, whimsical RPGs like this one, there's a part of my brain that doesn't want to game the game because it removes me from the immersion of the world. So this is what all this has to do with this quest. In this quest, the tide has to be raised. Now, obviously there are ways for me to raise the tide manually. I think you either let time pass enough or you go stay at an inn. I don't want to just go do that to make it happen so that I can complete a quest. It's more natural if sometime when the tide is raised and I'm in Gormat and I go, oh, I can go do that White Rhino quest. That to me is way more interesting and makes the game more fun because I'm not manipulating the game mechanics to do things. Because it takes me out of the world. So now that may change. My mind on that specific mechanic may change. If that becomes more of an issue, obviously I'm going to have to manipulate the mechanic because obviously the game is designed with that in mind. But as a personal restriction, there is a line that I draw. And right now, manipulating the tides is past that line. And I know some of you that's going to drive you nuts. I had a viewer on Dragon Age, on my Dragon Age series, at the end of the game, or well, let me back up. I was role-playing that game. I had created a character with a certain set of personality traits and a certain set of principles that I said he is going to stand by these things. Well, at the end of Dragon Age, the witch makes an offer to you. I'm not going to go into what it is because it's a bit adult. If you know the game, you're going to know what I'm talking about. The witch makes an offer to you that will lead to the world being wonderful and happy and no one has to die. But it involves something that was very immoral and questionable. And my character would have never dreamt of doing this. So I didn't even hear her out on what the options were. I just said no. And this viewer, who I love dearly, he's become a really close friend online. He was pretty mad that I didn't even look at the options. I didn't even look at what the outcomes could be. And I said, look, you need to understand. I am immersing myself in this game by creating a character. Now, obviously I'm not doing that in this game, but this is just to give you further understanding of how I like to play games, specifically RPGs. But he was so mad because I didn't test out the waters and test the options. But I was like, dude, that's gaming the game. That's twisting the mechanics to work for you when I'm specifically not wanting to do that. So because of that, I'm not doing this quest yet. As for this one, that's going to take a lot of time because you got to feed the dude a lot of food and it's like a lot of specific food. I'm just going to let that happen over time. Grow little vegetables, same thing. I need a lot of what is it? Fertilizer ingredients. It's a bunch of random stuff. Not of good taste. Again, I have to do something in Tiger to get to complete this quest. That's obviously going to be an off-camera thing. Go for it, Electra is clearly something that I'm not ready to do yet because even in Gormat, the girl I need to talk to isn't ready, or I'm not ready to complete that quest. Another thing I want to say is, and this is a lot of this is in response to some things that Catalyst said, but I know some of you may be thinking it, so I'm going to mention it anyways. I'm sure that there are quests that I have not picked up yet. I'm sure there's some random girl that appears in the marketplace in the evening in Torregoth, and I just haven't walked by her yet at the right time. That's okay. I don't want to game the game. Again, I don't want to twist the mechanics just to make sure I check all the boxes because that takes me out of the world and it makes the game more like a checklist. I love that this game has quests that only appear at certain times. And if there's one that you're like, hey, you need to make sure and go here and do this. So for instance, Electra, you guys told me, even though I was stupid and did the wrong blade, you guys told me, go walk through the market in Torgoth with Electra. Thank you. Yes, hey, Video Nomad. That's the exact sort of advice I want. There is a really cool thing that happens if you do this. That's what I want. Don't expect me to go find every possible quest that's available. And unless there's good reason to manipulate the game to get it, just let me kind of find it on my own. Because for me, and for the sake of the videos, it'll be way better. However, like I said, if there's a quest that ends up with a cool item, or a cool blade, or whatever, absolutely tell me that. And again, go check the comments and see, oh, yeah, someone recommended this quest. Let me upvote this. Now, what else was there to do? Yes, yeah. So I want to read through Catalyst's comment real quick, because I have some things to respond to in this. All right, here we go. He says, it's fine if you want to continue with the story, but there's still one place I still say you should visit that has something interesting and funny. So we'll go back and look up at that in a second. In fact, let me go ahead and travel, because this is in Gormott. So let me go ahead and travel out that way. And then we'll go back up to that part of the comment in a second. When you come to a point where you can't progress because you don't have the necessary field skills, remember, besides the blades you have currently engaged, you have other blades too. I know you guys have said this before, but I completely forgot that it's only the blades that I have active. How long have those tapestries been there? Is that the right word? Whatever. Have I just never noticed those before? That's really funny. Huh. Excuse me. So, I totally forgot about that, and that's something I'll pick up on and learn better as I go. But for instance, he says, if you come to a place where you need wind mastery, just engage the common blade you got on your very first core crystal box for Rex. Then speaking of field skills, that's one reason why I'd recommend you try and awaken more blades. It means having more blades available with field skills you might not have yet, or allowing you to reach higher levels with field skills you already have. There are also other reasons why it's a good idea to regularly awaken new blades, but I'll get to that another time. So I was under the impression that I should kind of hold off right now. And this isn't on you guys. This is on me misunderstanding something, I'm sure. I was thinking, will I only have Rex and Nia? And maybe I should wait on more people in my party to unlock more blades on them. So I should go ahead and unlock more on Rex. Like he suggests next in the comments, he says, I'd suggest bonding with a certain number of core crystals each episode, maybe 3, 4, or 5. I'd say at this point you should give more core crystals to Rex than to Nia so that he might awaken an attacker blade, which would enable him to engage 2 attacker blades at once. I love this idea. I want more blades. I just thought I needed to kind of wait. At this point in the game, I'd say it's best to have everyone focus on one role in the party. I totally agree. Meaning Rex is an attacker, Nia as a healer, and Tora as a tank. Totally agree. Electra on Nia is, in my eyes, not that good of a play, since it means Nia draws aggro with Electra and then switches to Dromark. Okay, good input. So should I then try and give Nia a different blade? Or should I put out Blubbity Blub, Big Fat Bunny Rabbit? I can't remember his name, and I'm just gonna start, now it's official, I'm just gonna start making up different fat names that sort of imply that he's fat. I guess Blubbity Blub does enough. I don't know. So anyways, he suggests sticking with everyone's default roles. And these are suggestions I love, by the way. He went on to say, just a suggestion, though, you can play them like you want. No, I totally agree. I just was under the impression that I shouldn't be opening more blades at this point. One more thing on field skills. You could already have higher levels than you have at the moment. Just look at the affinity charts and do what it says you have to do for the nodes. So he goes on to explain, I didn't realize I need to look at the next unlockable affinity nodes and see what I need to do to unlock those things. That is probably something I'll do off camera. That's an example of something I'm not going to bother doing in episodes, unless it sounds interesting. But thank you. Yes, that's something I hadn't thought about. Like I knew that existed, but it hadn't hit me to like actually actively go look, because it could be something simple like go kill 20 Turken. I'm guessing it could be something like that. I don't know. He also mentions I should be using pouch items more often. That is very true. You should generally give the drivers more pouch items. Oh, you know what's funny is I think he edited this. Yeah, he edited this since I first skimmed through it, so there's more to this that I hadn't read. Oh, and I'd say it might be time again to look at what you can do with your drivers WP and SP, as well as checking if you have better equipment now, like the avian totem carving from the quest, which I gave to Tora. I actually didn't realize that was a thing I could give to somebody. So fantastic, let's do it. Is that a pouch item? Or is that an accessory? It's probably an accessory. Oh, what does it do? What does it do? Restores 5.5% HP of damage dealt after a successful auto attack. Dang. All right, this increases aggro every second. I like that. Increases maximum HP by 400. I like that too. Let's stick with the aggro aggression. I think. Yeah. Oh, no. No. Increases auto attack damage by 25%. Restores 5.5 HP of damage dealt after a successful auto attack. Synergy, baby. Synergy. This is what I love in games. Watch you guys tell me that's actually not that great of an idea. Speaking of not a great idea, I also remembered now that I've started using my to-do list app that I use, which is, in case you're a productivity nerd like I am, there's an app on iOS and Mac called To Do, like the number 2 DO, no space. It's fantastic. It's so good. So spike defense is useless in the early games. Oh, I should put who said these things, but these are things from that people have said in the chat or in the comments. Spike defense is useless in the early game. So who did I have spike stuff on? I don't remember. Was that a blade? I think it was on a blade. Let's start here. Was it an ox core? Crud. Where was that? Where did I have a thing about spike defense? Oh, maybe it was on, you know what? It may have been on Poppy. Let's check Poppy Swap. And my favorite thing here, boom. Spike defense, there it is. I was right. I love that you can see just a quick summary. It would make sense that spike defense isn't that great right now, which is why they give me why I can get spike defense 3 so quickly. So let's do arts aggro boost. That was the other one I was looking at doing. What's that silent strike? Is that aggro reduction? No, increases damage dealt by surprise attack. Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad if we were playing as Poppy or playing as Tora. Okay, that's good there. Someone else mentioned buy avian carvings. I'm not sure where, so let's go see if I can figure that out. Yeah, I know I said I was going to continue the story in this episode, but at this point, this one's going to kind of be like a spring cleaning before we continue on in the next episode, which will be, the next episode will be the first episode that we do the hour-long, 1 episode a week. There may be a week delay depending on the time and day that you guys vote on, and to make sure I get enough responses in the comments. So just a reminder, go let me know what works for you in the comments. Avian totems. No, although, okay, these are, okay. She's got more than I remember seeing last time. That's good. Again, shopping things are probably things I'll do, unless I get to a new area, I'll do that stuff off camera. But that's another thing. I'm also saying things in this episode so that I can go back and watch it and remind myself what I want to do. I do want to have a set list of things that I do every episode when I do the hour-long episode. So one of them, again, will be the quest, going through the current quest that I have. One will be checking my WP and SP. And I think there was something else. I don't remember. But I'm not sure where. Whoa, inherited cork. What? What is this? What is this? What is a Gormot head? Well, it is odds and ends. Where? I don't know. Well, this is ox cores. That's not going to have what I want. Yeah, I'm not sure where the avian totem is. I know I've seen it. No. That's food stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure. So let me know where I need to go to get the avian totems. Next up, physical defense is percentage based, so useless this early. Again, fantastic advice. Again, Kyle presses the wrong menu button. This was, I believe, Super Gamer Guy. So where did I have physical defense? Let's check accessories real quick. Prevents deflections when an enemy guards an attack. Maximum HP. What is it I'm looking for? Physical defense. Okay, so not there. Reduces aggro, increases damage dealt. Okay, adds that. Reduces aggro drawn from specials. Reduces cooldown. Okay. And increases aggro drawn. Okay. And then let's check Poppy. Good old Poppy. Now do I have physical defense here? Tank mod. System affinity boost. Frontal force. Okay, I'm not seeing one there that's physical defense, so I'm not sure where that was, but when I come across it, I'll fix it. Also, last note that I have written down is to move physical or move. Oh, I had it in my head and then I changed what I was looking at. Rolling smash. Set his, no, I always forget where to go for this. Here? Yes. Oh, yeah. No, I have rolling smash. Yeah, someone suggested putting rolling smash as the X move. I do have rolling smash as the X move, which is awesome. Should I do anchor shot? Should I upgrade anchor shot? No, we'll wait till next episode to do some WP and SP, because for right now, I think to close out this episode, hold on, I can't see how long this episode is because of a Fortnite update pop-up. I just need to uninstall that stupid game. Go away. Stupid game pop-up. Okay, yeah. So let's open up a few Ox cores to close out today. I think I said everything I wanted to say. Hopefully I did. So yeah, you suggested Rex, but then at the same time you also suggested that Nia and Electra isn't a good combo, but I've got Tubba to put on Nia if I need to. So I'll just put Tubba there. Now the question is, what kind of cores should I do? Should I spam a couple of common cores and then do a rare? Maybe that's what I do. No, I'm not going to worry about this right now. And we're going to view the awakenings. I can't not do it. So this is another thing that we'll do, at some point in the hour-long episodes as well, which will be nice. I'll have a nice structure to the episodes, and I'll probably do most of the stuff at the end so that if you just want to watch the major story things, you can do that and then stop watching. But I doubt that will be many of you. All right, we got a hammer girl of some description. Whoa, what was... See, you should be able to skip it once you see that it's no one interesting. What is that? Is that air? Aerial shield, drum roll, hammer smash, victory swing. Absorb damage. Beast Hunter. Dark Mastery. Oh, cool. No. This is so cool. No. It is cool, but I'm worried that I've had too much luck with my blades. Not that I'm expecting awesome ones, but I did have some pretty crazy luck there for a little while. My wife, by the way, is ecstatic about me doing one episode of this a week because I can just record it on Fridays when she's not here, because it drives her nuts when I record this game because of the voices. My voice acting in this game drives her nuts. I know you guys love it. I love it, but it drives my wife nuts. Also, you got to realize, you got to think about it from her perspective. She basically just hears my voice. Like sometimes I record this with the headphones off and the TV audio going. But so she just hears my voice talking like Poppy or the Napon voices and all that stuff. And I guess I could skip the awakening and just go back and watch the cool awakenings back in the menu, but the suspense is just still interesting to me. So let's do 4 commons and, let's do 4 commons and 1 legendary. I guess. Here's the other thing. I know that there is probably some extreme mathematics we could do to figure out the most efficient use of my current aux cores.
Now assured.
Not aux cores. You know what I mean. But I'm just gonna go with my gut. So 1 more core crystal. Yeah, not aux core. Core crystal. It's close. No, I'm not gonna. Actually, that one's light and dark. I don't really have any good light and dark. And I'm carrying the max capacity of these, so I guess I should use them. Why not? Although I think using 1 doesn't really do a whole lot. There is a math to that as well. I've read up on it, but I've forgotten what it was. But something to the effect of, depending on the driver, 1 booster may not tip the scales enough or something. I don't really know. And maybe I'm totally wrong on that. That's just what I remember it being.
I'll lend you my strength.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okra. All right, so she's what? Ice? Yeah. All right, and legendary. Yeah, because based on my chart up there, I'm level 2 truth, level 2 compassion, level 0 justice. So in theory, I have to do this so that it's more than the others. Let's throw 4 at it. Let's go all 4, baby. Put all our eggs in 1 common core basket. Or legendary core basket. And here's the other thing with the whole, having a set group of oh.
I am Zenobia.
Hi, Zenobia.
I'll take on the strongest comers.
Cool. Ooh. Okay, so she's wind. She's an attacker, guys. Take that, Florin. You're gone. Cool. 5 crowns. Very cool. Okay, I'll read through those later. I'm more interested in battle skills or field skills. Wind mastery, super strength, leaping. Ooh, leaping. Have I had leaping yet? I don't know that I have. That's awesome. Yes, set this blade. Goodbye, goodbye, Florin. Do.
I've been so bored. I was about to go out hunting solo.
Fantastic. Oh, that's exciting, guys. See, and I wasted those cores. I was gonna make a joke. I was saying something, and then I got distracted by her. Dadgummit, I don't remember what it was. Hey, post-production Kyle. Yeah, I'm here. If you remember what it was, add it in post-production. All right, fine. So what I was starting to say was that with this idea of me having a set list of tasks that I want to complete, like housekeeping type things for every episode, obviously that's not going to happen if like we hit a huge chunk of story and we just run out of time. That's all I was going to say. But for now, that'll do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being understanding of the channel changes and whatnot. You and the premiere, don't forget, go check out the update video. It should be the video like right before this, I think. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Adios. Goodbye. I bet Catalyst is losing his mind right now because I forgot to go up and do the thing that I said I was going to go up and read in his comment. So here's a little extra tidbit for everybody. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, there's still one place I'd like to see you visit. Look at the map of the upper level left. Upper level left. Okay. Well, but this is where I'm going eventually. Apart from the objective marker, the salvage points, the landmark, and the location, there's another symbol. Apart from the objective marker, boom, the salvage points, and the landmark. Are you talking about this? The heart to heart? Dude, I haven't even made it that far yet. I've only been to like right here. Have I? Yeah, that's all I've been to. I'll get there. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll see you guys next time. Adios. Goodbye.